What's up, everybody? My name is Dell. This is Dell on Movies. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back and hanging out with me again. I appreciate when you guys spend some of your precious time with me. And today, welcome to episode 8 of Watch These Movies. This is where I recommend 5 movies that I don't think have gotten enough shine. More people need to put their eyeballs on them. So I'm going to go ahead and give you some what I think are some good movies to check out if you're looking for something different. So as per usual, I like to start off with something kind of family friendly, and then I work my way over to the other end of the spectrum where it's not so family friendly. So try to get something for everybody. So this time around, we're going to start off with a movie called The Book of Life. So The Book of Life is relevant because is I believe the holiday's getting ready to come up in Mexico, Mexican holiday, the Day of the Dead, and it is so it's relevant in that, timely in that manner. The other thing is, a lot of you guys out there love Coco, the Disney movie Coco. This covers a lot of the same ground. Our main character is Manolo, and he is trying to reunite with the love of his life, but he has to travel across several realms and worlds to do so. And yet it revolves around the Day of the Dead. So it's very, very good movie, very underrated, even though, like I said, it covers a lot of the same ground as Coco. Check out I almost called it Day of the Dead. Check out The Book of Life, guys. The next movie is a martial arts movie, and usually when I do these, if I do recommend martial arts movies, they come a little bit later on because it's a little more of a niche thing, and this one is definitely a niche movie, but it is one that is very fun. It is not a bloody, gory kind of movie, but it is it's kind of an odd movie. And the movie, let's go ahead and tell you what it is. The movie is called Chocolate. So if you know, you know. If you don't, let me give you a quick rundown. Our main character here, she is, and I promise I wasn't trying to give you the finger. Our main character here is a teenage girl, and she's pretty severely autistic. She doesn't really speak much, and she spends a lot of time watching TV. Her great talent is she can pretty much mimic whatever she sees, and I'll come back to that in just a second. So her mom is dying. Basically, she's sick. I think she has cancer. She's sick with cancer, and she's dying, and they need some money to get some treatment for her. And the little girl knows that there are some people who owe her mom some money. So she decides that she's going to go get this money back. Of course, the people that owe her this money are bad people. And so how is this little girl going to get this money back from these people? Well, let's go back a few seconds. And when I said that she can mimic whatever she sees, well, she spends most of her time watching martial arts movies, lots of Bruce Lee, and just martial arts movies in general. So yeah, she teaches herself how to fight or becomes an expert at fighting just from watching what she sees on TV. It sounds crazy. It is crazy, but the execution of the movie, it works. It's fun. It's goofy. So if you're looking for a fun, goofy martial arts flick, check out Chocolate. The next movie on the list, well, but let me give you a little spiel about this movie. It's from Spike Lee. So if you know me or you follow me a little bit, you might know that Spike Lee is my favorite director of all time. There are a lot of reasons for it. I will go into it more in another video one day, I promise you. So this particular movie, though, is a little different from the rest of his filmography. So this leads me to my next statement. In a lot of these watch these movies, a lot of these recommendation videos, I'll have a black movie that might be popular among black viewers, but might not be as popular among white viewers. So it's like, and I know that a lot of the people watching the channel right now are white viewers, and that's perfectly fine. But I'm trying to broaden your horizons, give you something you might not have seen, might not have known about, and hopefully you'll like it. Well, This movie is gonna be the opposite of that. This is a movie that is a lot more popular with white viewers than it is with black ones, even though it's a Spike Lee joint. And that is because this is the first Spike Lee joint where he does not have a predominantly black cast. Matter of fact, there are very few black people in this movie, and the star of the movie is Edward Norton, and the movie itself is the 25th Hour. So 25th Hour follows Edward Norton's character. He's basically about to turn himself in to go to jail. He's kind of a mob guy, and I forget what he got busted for. But he's getting ready to go to jail. So it's follow him the day before, and around New York City, where he's trying to either make amends with people or kind of make arrangements and plans and all sorts of things before he has to go do his time. And another interesting factor about for this movie is that it is set in the immediate aftermath of 9/11, because it came out, I think 2003 is when it came out. I think 2002 or 2003, and so 9/11 was still fresh in everyone's minds, and the devastation in New York was definitely on everyone's minds. So the Manhattan, the backdrop of Manhattan plays an important role. It is a character in the movie, and it really aids to the atmosphere of what's going on in the movie, how New York is coping with it, and how our main character while our main character is coping with going off to prison. So a very interesting movie. 25th Hour, like I said, even though it's a Spike Lee flick, this is one way more popular with white people than it is with black people. So I'm urging everybody, black and white, go ahead and check out 25th Hour if you have not seen it. Really good movie. The next movie came out a few years back, and this one is a Mike Epps flick, and Wood Harris, very underrated actor. He showed up in a lot of stuff lately. If you watch Winning Time, the basketball show about the LA Lakers on HBO, he showed up in that and was amazing in that show. Mos Def is also in this movie, by the way. Donald Faison from Scrubs. So a lot of good actors in it. And this movie is Next Day Air. Basically, this movie it's what if Guy Ritchie made a hood movie. That's basically what it is. Donald Faison and Mos Def, they're like UPS drivers, though the company's not called UPS. And Mike Epps and Wood Harris, they're kind of like they're slouches, for slackers, for lack of a better term. They kind of sit around, play video games all day, and figure out how to scheme and hustle, do little odd schemes and hustles there. The long and short of it is they come across a bunch of cocaine and have to figure out how to sell it without getting themselves killed. And then there's all sorts of other characters in the movie trying to get their hands on either the money and or the coke. Omari Hardwick from the Power TV show Power, he's in here, and it's a really fun movie. I wouldn't call it the greatest movie ever, but it's a really fun movie. So yeah, it really functions like a Guy Ritchie movie. So yeah, this is if Guy Ritchie made a hood movie. So Next Day Air, check that out. And finally, I'm gonna finish up with a movie that I watched maybe 1,000 times back when I was a teenager. Probably shouldn't have been watching it when I was a teenager, but it is a raunchy teen sex comedy. The difference is it actually gets into some heavy themes later on, and it actually ends in a way that's totally unexpected for the era and for the genre. And the other movie, one of the other movies that does that is Fast Times at Ridgemont High. So that's not what I'm picking here. Fast Times is a movie that is critically acclaimed, world renowned. Now it's in the Criterion Collection. If you're a collector, you know what that is. This movie is not that, and it's not as good as that, but it is a movie that I watched a lot, and it is one of my faves. And that movie is The Last American Virgin. And in this movie, it's the guy, is he the first guy? I'm not looking at the cover, yes. Is this guy right there. Let's get him on the screen a little bit better. Yeah, that guy right there, he is our titular virgin. And of course, these are all high school guys, and that's basically what they're trying to do. They're trying to get laid. So, and there is a lot that happens in this movie, a lot of hijinks surrounding that, and it's but like I said, by the end of the movie, it gets into some pretty heavy themes and does not end the way that you would expect for that type of movie. So that's my 5 movies for this episode, guys. If you've seen any of them, let me know if you enjoyed them, or am I just recommending crap to people. If you haven't seen them, I hope you check some of them out. I really had a good time with all these movies. But that's all I have for you on this one. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.